Hey everyone, welcome back to the battlefield here. So we're getting set up on this hill. This might look like Arma, but it's actually not. This is what's called Steel Beasts. There's been a recent upgrade to the simulator itself from version 3 to version 4, and I have it now. So I'm just playing a quick mission. I've never been very good with the Javelin, and so we're playing the Javelin crew, and we're targeting several T-72s out there. Thing I just want you to look at is just the level of detail. The graphics aren't the highest. It doesn't look like Battlefield. It doesn't even look like Arma. But if you read the comments, the notes down at the bottom left, it even talks about you can actually focus the viewfinder here on the green screen to get things to come in clear and stuff. You actually have to break open the battery and the cooldowns, and then you have to set up the target to the correct size of such to give the launcher target to what to shoot after. The missile does have its own sensor, so after it fires, it's a fire and forget. It'll hit the target itself. You notice on the right it says top, so we're going to be doing a top-down attack. So I just fired it off. The missile's all by itself. I switched off. Now I'm into the binoculars, and you can see the tank was hit. If I had to guess, probably about a kilometer and a half away, especially with that the echo from the shot or from the impact. So in the simulation, we move from one spot to another. And so you'll get to see that here as the missile crew moves, and we can hear the tanks coming in. So I didn't play this game simulator a whole lot just because I was never very good at it. I mean, I could figure out how to drive the tanks, but I would always lose. So I'm trying to learn a bit more about how armored warfare works, how the mechanics work, especially on the U.S. side of it, and the European tanks and such. I know more about older Russian tanks like the T-72, the T-62. From my time in the military than I do about American hardware. So right about now, the things are going to get pretty loud, so I'll stop talking for a moment, and because the enemy is going to do a counterattack here. So now as the enemy counterattack artillery barrage is stopped, the Javelin's extremely powerful missile. If you're used to playing Battlefield and stuff, they nerf it quite a bit. It's really a shame what they've done to it to make it more of a simplified version, but the Steel Beast really focuses on the details of as much as they can. It's a great simulator for any type of armored warfare, and even some infantry. I mean, I would still say Arma 3 is much better for any type of combined arms type stuff, but for straight armored warfare, mobile infantry type, running with APCs and such, Steel Beast is the king. So we're going to take out this last 7 and the thing you would notice that he's going to try to run behind these trees, doing his route, but with the javelin doing the top down, he just can't avoid it. So one of the neat things in Steel Beast is after every training mission, you have an AAR, an after action report. It's a kind of a simplified viewer of the events that happened in the training scenario itself. So there was my crew, that my little squad there of the assault infantry, and there's the T-72 for the static target we were going to shoot. So you saw I did a really quick jump over here. So what's really neat is when you destroy something or when you damage it or whatever, it gives you the angle of attack. So you can see how the javelin comes up and hits, basically does the top down, hits it right at the turret in the weakest spot of the armor, right on the top of the turret, and then destroys the tank. There's pretty much nothing you can do when you have a missile come right through the top of your turret. It's going to go through and it's going to kill everybody. So here was the second shot. Again, you can see it's still a very high angle. The javelin, if I remember reading, it was, it's like 65 meters is like the closest for a direct attack, and it's like 120 meters. That's the minimum distance. So I mean, the battlefield distances, are even below the minimum attack for the javelin. So, but here, we're about a kilometer out and such. Javelin has plenty of time to get up and then come back down. And again, another attacks from the top down, and they actually have the model of the missile when it captured this moment. And so, coming even from the side and stuff, the tank is destroyed. There's nothing it can do. And then there's the final one, the one that tried to run behind the trees. Again, you can see the path of the missile. It's not gonna survive, even trying to hide behind the trees. Now, if I did a direct attack, if it was much closer, that might work. But with the top down, then tank is toast. So if you have any questions about Steel Beast, you can leave them down in the comment section below. And thanks for watching.